So today, Matt and I are currently on our way to the city for my GI appointment, and I have so much hope for this appointment. I've been waiting on this appointment for like 7 months or longer, actually, since September, and it's been a long wait, and I thought I'd take you along. Let's go. And we're back. It's a couple hours later. I have gone and voted, and I took a nap. That's what I have done. And it's time to fill you in about the GI appointment. So I think it went fairly well. This doctor had like a doctor in training or like a doctor assistant who saw me first and asked a bunch of questions and did some testing. I don't really know what to say about that. But then the actual doctor came in and we discussed things, and so what has been decided is she wants me to go for 2 different kinds of blood work, and then she has sent off a request for an ultrasound to check on my gallbladder, and then she has also scheduled me for an endoscopy to check things there. And so one of the blood tests that she wants done is I think it's like part of the celiac panel, but she is not forcing me to go on gluten for it, and she's not forcing me to go on gluten for the endoscopy either, but she said that she will still check for different forms of inflammation while she does the endoscopy, and she might be able to still tell if it's celiac or not. But yeah, we're kind of just in the beginning stages here of ruling things out. I know it's going to be a long road, and I'm not excited for it because I just would really like answers now, but I know that this is all just part of the process. And in the meantime, she wants me on laxatives, so that's going to be fun. Not. Yeah, my hope is that she won't just gravitate to the I've been constipated my entire life piece and blame this all on being constipated, because that would very much disappoint me. And I did ask that what the process was if these tests come back normal, and she assured me that this was just step 1, and so I'm like, okay, good, because I have had way too many experiences where doctors run some tests, the tests come back normal, and then they tell me nothing's wrong with you and they drop me. And so I have made it clear that if things come back normal, and even if they don't, I'm still going to make it clear that they need to do more testing, especially for do a gastric emptying test and check my motility, which she did comment she does believe that I have a lazy colon, which is another way of saying that my motility is not quite right, and so that's good. The other thing that, like, this was kind of triggering to me, just like a little bit, not like triggering, I don't like to use that word, but like my brain's like hooked on to this piece and felt a little bit offended by it, because clearly in my chart it says that I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and the assistant doctor brought it up and then shared my case with the actual doctor, and when she came in she was saying, if there is a connective tissue involved, if there is a connective tissue involved. I'm like, if? What's this if? Like, it's not if. I do have a connective tissue disorder, like, but I don't want to, I don't know, I don't want to grab onto that piece and be like, oh, I can't trust this doctor because they don't believe me. But that's kind of what my brain wants to do, is be like, oh, they don't believe me. How can I prove this to them so that they believe me? But it's like, you know what? We're just going to go through the process. The point is that it's in my chart for a reason, And so whether or not they want to believe me is their business, but it is their job to do their utmost best to take care of me. And so for the endoscopy, I will make sure that they are treating me as if I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, because I do, regardless of if they think so or not. That's kind of been my experience, you guys. Since getting it put in my chart, I have one of two responses. I either have deep interest and they want to know everything about it and they're genuinely curious, or they ask me who diagnosed me, and because it wasn't a geneticist, they feel like they can't trust it. And I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I've had 5 referrals to genetics, all be declined, and then from the geneticist, he, under his, like, I don't know, supervision, not supervision, but like under his guidance, has told my doctor to do the criteria, and I passed, and so it's in my chart. So, that's my rant. I need to get my lazy butt up and do some work, and so I'll talk to you guys later. I'll probably take you along this week when I go for blood work, because one of them has to be like first thing in the morning, and the other one doesn't really matter. So, I'm gonna get both of those done this week, and then hopefully we will hear about a date for my ultrasound and endoscopy. Hi! We're going on an adventure. What are we doing right now?
Do you want me to say it, or do you want to be the one?
You can say
it. So we are getting
poo-poo juice.
Poo-poo juice. Or diarrhea juice.
No, don't call it that. I've been instructed that my colon is lazy and I need to go buy laxatives, and I'm not excited, but let's go. We're back. We got the goods, and now I have to take some, so here goes nothing. Okay, so it says to take a capful of this, but I feel like it would be smarter to kind of wean my way into it, and so I'm planning to only do like half of that amount, because here's the thing. My body reacts to things differently than most people, and so sometimes I'm very sensitive to things, and although it's supposed to make me go, I don't want it to be making me have diarrhea, because that does not sound fun, and I have things to do. Also, not my dietitian, the GI doctor was like, I don't care if you're having diarrhea, you're gonna take it. And I'm like, I don't want to take it. And so if I can get it open, then we will take some. But I'm hoping that it doesn't work too well. So, about half of the amount, I'm gonna like try to measure this here. I spilled it. Okay, so the full amount would be a tablespoon. And so we are not going to take a full tablespoon. Half a tablespoon. Put the rest back. There it is. I'm gonna put it in some lemonade so that it's actually enjoyable to drink. Bottoms up. Honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I was honestly trying my absolute hardest to stay away from laxatives just because they don't sound very nice, honestly, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I gotta get this colon moving, and it won't on its own, so we'll see how this goes.
It's hard to vlog this way.
Good morning. We're at the Dynacare getting blood work. Yeah. Hey everyone, I'm back from getting my blood work done, and the lady doing my blood work did a fantastic job, but for some reason whenever she tapes me up, she always like stretches my skin. I think she probably doesn't realize that I have stretchier skin than most people, and so she like really pulls on the tape when she's taping it, and my skin just like folds like right over the cotton pad part, which is weird. But I will have to give you the results of my blood work in the next video because today is Thursday and that's when I upload. And so I'm going to close out this week's video here. Thank you for coming along with me. I hope that you enjoyed, and I just want to say thank you for following my journey and my progress and everything. So don't forget to give this video a like, and if you want to continue to join me on my journey, then hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone. Bye.